everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be making SpongeBob SquarePants characters in The Sims 4. If you don't know what SpongeBob is, honestly, I don't know how much I can help you here. But in case you aren't familiar, SpongeBob is about a sponge that lives underwater in a place called Bikini Bottom. And the show is just daily adventures of him and his other undersea friends hanging out. I kind of like this hair for human SpongeBob. And then let's start by going in and getting him his white little dress shirt. I do want something with that collar. Okay, I'm used to using CC, but I don't hate this base game white shirt. Although I really want to see if we can get a red tie. Okay, do I have a tie accessory anywhere? I mean, I have this. Okay, wait, or this one in red. Maybe we'll do that. I mean, does that look stupid? It might be the best we can do. Maybe with this shirt so it doesn't clip as badly. And then we'll want some brown pants. And I don't hate these, just something he could wear to work, maybe. Ooh, you know what, actually? Maybe we want brown shorts so that we can get the tall socks in there. Okay, let's do those. And this actually has the black belt. You just can't see it with the shirt. So let's do those. And then I'm torn between socks this high. That's probably way too high. Let's do these. And then put black work shoes on. I'm not really feeling those. Maybe these sneaker work shoes. Yeah, these. They look non-slip. All right, so this will be our daily wear outfit for SpongeBob. And then you guys know I have to make Yassified SpongeBob. So this sim in theory will still be SpongeBob based, but he'll just be a little cooler, ideally. So let's do this hair. Okay, and I feel we do this shirt, but I'm pretty sure I have a way to change the tie color on this. Okay, let me try this. Beautiful. Let's do that. And then I still think we do brown bottoms, but maybe we do these. That way, he's still a little bit uncool. I don't want to lose the essence of him being SpongeBob. And then we can throw on the smaller version of these socks where you can see a little bit of the red. And then here, maybe a black sneaker. Okay, cool. And then this is going to be our version of SpongeBob. Also, I forgot to mention SpongeBob, we gave cheerful, outgoing, and goofball as traits. Then we'll come over here to Patrick, who we gave lazy, slob, and glutton. And I'm not quite sure what hair we're going to give Patrick. I do want it to be pink. So part of me maybe wants to do one of these where it's a little bit of a lighter pink. I don't hate this one. I do think maybe we go with this one. And then I kind of want to give him just the slightest bit of facial hair, but not any that looks even a little bit kept up with. Okay, I don't hate this maybe, a little baby beard. Let's do that. And then I want to do his shorts first because I feel that's going to be hard to find. He's wearing green shorts with flowers on them. We could put him in these swim trunks maybe, or these. I didn't even think about using swim trunks. Okay, let's do those. And then Patrick doesn't wear a shirt, so I think if we can find a pink shirt that matches this swatch, we are probably going to go with that. Okay, wait, hear me out. What about this? Let's do this maybe. And I think we'll just give him sandals. I don't want to draw too much attention to his feet. Okay, so this will be our looking like him, Patrick Sim. You know what? No. His shorts need to be green. Okay, honestly, what if we do these shorts and then we try to get maybe a flower pattern on his shirt? Maybe? Okay, wait, I almost think maybe we do this instead. Okay, yeah, let's change our mind to this being our default Patrick Sim. And then we can go in and do him our way. So I think maybe we'll do this so we can keep the same pink. Do we hate Patrick in this with the bubbles? Probably, actually. Here is maybe where we use big t-shirt Patrick. And we can go in and give him green bottoms, but they don't have to be shorts if we don't want them to be here. I actually kind of like these. Let's do those and then put him in a sandal maybe. Okay, maybe just those. And then that will be our version of Patrick here. I don't know. He's not my favorite sim. The ones that don't wear clothes, this outfit's actually crazy. I feel we can't have him wear this. I mean, we could put him in this high school years outfit. Okay, wait, what about these bottoms with this shirt? Let's maybe do this for our daily wear for Patrick then. Okay, let's get off of him because he's stressing me out. So now we have Squidward and we made him gloomy, music lover, and snob. For Squidward, I think honestly we could go with like gray hair just because that might be a little bit easier to find. Or we could even do this like black gray. Yeah, I feel like gray is our move here for Squidward. And I wanted to do something kind of fancy, but not that fancy. He looks like Squilliam. Okay, wait, maybe we do this for Squidward. And then it's very obvious what we want to do with the shirt. And I can't imagine we don't have just a brown collared shirt somewhere. I don't love this one. Wait, this one's perfect. Okay, let's do that. And then for bottoms, maybe we try to get him like that Squidwardy color. Like not these, but this color. Ooh, wait, what about like the slacks? These look so nice. Okay. And then I'd love if we had like indigo colored shoes maybe to represent like the bottoms of his tentacles. Wait, kind of like these maybe. Okay, let's do that. It looks a little weird, but I'm kind of on board with it. Okay, nice. And then this will be our daily wear for Squidward. Whoa, and then this party outfit is crazy. Let's take all of this off. I hate the hat and the makeup.
Hate your hair and makeup today.
And maybe we'll just change it to this for Squidward's second outfit. Ooh, wait. Also, I found this shirt and it's a lot better for his daily wear. Yeah, so let's switch him into that. And then for his party look, I would love to put him in like a sweater vest. Okay, wait. What about this one where we've got kind of the blue underneath? And then maybe I'll just put him in jeans so we're not trying to match like exact blues. And I feel like Squidward's a dark wash kind of guy. And then maybe we'll do these shoes. Okay, cool. And then we have our party look here for Squidward. All right, and then we'll go in and make Mr. Krabs, who is shady, ambitious, and materialistic. All right, and so for Mr. Krabs, we're gonna go red, but I think we might go this like dark gingery red instead of this kind of red. And even though they're all young adults, I do want Mr. Krabs to look a little bit older. Honestly, maybe this. And should I just send it and do it in the deep red? I kind of feel like we have to, honestly. And I'd love if we could do something to emphasize like the big eyeballs, but I don't know if we can. All right, let's go in and get another collared shirt, blue this time, preferably.
Got some blue going on.
Okay, I kind of like this, although it's a little indigo, which is kind of what we want for the bottom, so maybe we'll change it. Ooh, okay, let's do this shirt and then get some like blue or purple pants. Ooh, okay, let's do these pants because if you can see in there, they also have the little belt on them. And then for shoes, we obviously have to go red to tie that in. I think I might put these boots on him actually, and then maybe give him like a red bracelet of some sort. Okay, maybe like this. So then there is our adult Mr. Krabs sim. Now we can go in and do his party wear. Let's do this for Mr. Krabs' second hair. And then as far as outfits go, I do want to stay blue up top. And I still want him to look a little bit like older, but maybe this, it's a little bit more stylish. And you know what? With it being this deep, I feel like Mr. Krabs is a little bit of a chest hair kind of guy. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we were looking for. And then I still want like purple-ish pants, but they can't be too young looking. I mean, we could like really modern up Mr. Krabs, but I feel like that takes away from him. Okay, maybe these pants, they're grayish purple. And then again, like some red shoes. But I feel like Mr. Krabs is still definitely in like these nice clothes. And then let's maybe just like bling him out here. Maybe we'll put like a really nice watch on him. Okay, cool. And then that will be our party version of Mr. Krabs. I did really think about doing something like this and making them all like their colors, but that was like a little bit too much. Okay, next we have Sandy. I'm so excited to make a female sim, and she is a bro, a genius, and active. So for Sandy here, before we even do hair, I want to see if I have any type of helmet. Okay, the eyelashes. I do have this one, which actually isn't bad. It's technically Gills from Monster High. Okay, honestly, I think we go with this, although these eyelashes then have to come off. Like all of the 3D ones come through, but the 2D ones are like terrible. What do we do? Because I don't want her to be eyelashless. Okay, wait, these Dream Girl ones are staying behind the glass. All right, let's do these then. Ooh, and you know what? We should give Sandy some bigger teeth as well as give SpongeBob some bigger teeth. Okay, and then for her hair, I think it would be cute to put in buns like there were her little ears. We also have to make sure it fits in the helmet. Okay, wait, I really like these buns on her, but they like stick through the helmet, maybe we'll make that our party hair and we can take the helmet off for that. Ooh, does that fit? Ugh, we still clip out a little bit. That's so cute. No, are you kidding? I thought that was gonna fit. Okay. Okay, wait. This bun might be the closest we get to fitting in the helmet. Okay, honestly, maybe then we just do this and don't wear the hat if nothing's gonna fit. Maybe though we could give her like a flower in her hair. Since there's a flower on top of her helmet, we can do that instead. For makeup, like Sandy's not really wearing any, so I think we go pretty minimal here. Maybe that for eyeshadow, a small liner, a little bit of blush, and maybe a pretty like neutral lip like this. And then for Sandy's outfit, like I think we have a space suit. We have like the stormtrooper outfit, which isn't like exactly what I'm thinking. I actually feel like this snowy escape one is closer if we don't have an actual astronaut. Okay, wait, we do have the space suit. So she's gonna wear this for sure. Also, how do we have the space suit but not a helmet? Oh, shoot. Okay, wait, we do have the astronaut helmet, but that's not Sandy's helmet. We're going to do this. And then obviously we can't really do anything else. So this is going to be our daily wear for Sandy. But then party wear, what is this outfit? We can have a little bit more fun here. And I still love this hair, so we're going to stick with that. Okay, what about this jacket for Sandy? I feel like that's kind of her aesthetic. And then obviously like some white pants. Okay, not those. And maybe just like a skinny jean here. Let's do that and then go back up. Well, I don't know. I'm not crazy about those bottoms. Okay, new plan. Let's get our shoes first and get gray boots. Wait, like I love the big combat boots for her. Now I feel like we can do pants and we'll see how it flows with like the entire outfit. Okay, wait. I kind of like these pants and I feel like they're a little bit more Sandy's like aesthetic. All right, so now we can go in and do makeup. I did give her a white eyeliner. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet, but if we do like an eyeshadow that makes sense with it, like maybe this pink, I don't hate that. And then for lips, I'm thinking like a darker pink, maybe like that. Maybe I think that's really pretty. And then let's go in and get earrings. I want to do like pink floral ones if we have those. Ooh, okay, wait, we have these. I feel like those are pretty similar to the ones that she wears. Ooh, or actually let's do these. These are maybe a little bit closer. And I wonder if maybe in this outfit we put glasses on her, like maybe these. And then that will be our party wear outfit for Sandy. So now here we have Pearl, and she's a teenager who is a music lover and outgoing. And then so for Pearl, I want to do like a short little ponytail, and I might tone down the blonde just because the yellow swatch is so aggressive. Like on Spongebob, it kind of worked, but I think this looks better on Pearl. This is like a long pony. We want a short one. Okay, wait, I really like this for Pearl. And let's make sure it doesn't look better in the cheese swatch. Ugh, it's so ugly. Yeah, let's do this one. Or we could maybe do like, that's a little bit more blonde. We'll do that, but it's not that harsh blonde. And I think I'm going to do a lot of gray makeup because she doesn't have a lot of gray in her outfit and she has hair. So there's not a lot of ways to make it clear that she's a whale. Like maybe we'll do this pretty gray eyeshadow and then see if we can even do a gray liner. That doesn't look terrible. Okay, maybe this one. And then for blush, I really want her to have some on her nose because she has like the heart on her nose. And then I feel like we'll do like really pinky red lip. Ooh, I love those. Okay, so there we have that. And then let's get some gray earrings. Let's do those for Pearl. And then I kind of want to do shoes first and get her white like go-go boot, like those. And then she is in a pink skirt and it does have kind of this like cheerleader look to it. I wonder if I have a matching shirt for that. Oh wait, I do have the matching shirt. I mean, it's not exactly what Pearl is wearing. Like she has the puffs on her sleeve. I don't know. I feel like we can find better. Ooh, okay, wait. I really like this shirt. If we can find a skirt that doesn't make it look ridiculous, that might be the move. Okay, and actually this skirt is a little bit darker, but so is Pearl's actual skirt. Also, when I look at her from far away, the blush is a little crazy. Let's tone that down a little bit. But I think that is really cute for her. We can go in and throw our accessories on. And then I think that will be our final daily wear sim for Pearl. And now going through to get Pearl's party outfit. Oh, and not this. Way too much going on here. I want to keep her hair a similar length, but I think it'd be okay if she's wearing it maybe down. I don't know. Then I feel like we lose her essence. The plain ponytail is kind of cute. Ooh, maybe we'll do this where she has it up in like a more fun pony. And then for Pearl, I'm excited because she's one we can go like really fun on. This is kind of cute. I actually really maybe like this pink top for Pearl, this like ruched corset one. And then maybe we'll actually do gray pants to tie in the whale aspect. Although maybe we keep these pants and change the top. Maybe even just like this little tank top actually. And I like the ruffles because she's wearing pom-poms quite often. And then I still think we can be in a white boot. Let's get some bracelets on. And then we'll go up and do her makeup. I also maybe want to put a necklace on her just to like add a little bit more. Oh my gosh. And we can give her a pearl necklace, obviously, because of her name. Okay, super cute. And then makeup. Maybe we go really fun with her makeup. Like this, maybe? I kind of like that with the hearts. And then since we went so hard on the eyeshadow, maybe we just do like a light liner. We'll do that light blush and maybe turn down the opacity on those lips. And then I wanted to have some fun earrings. I could see Pearl liking these hearts. And then that is going to be our fun outfit for Pearl here. And then we'll move on to Plankton. And we made Plankton mean, shady, and a genius. I gave him this little unibrow. I think that's really fun. For Plankton, I could see him with maybe a little bit like longer hair, maybe tucked back into like a bun. The thing is, I wish we had like a dark green. Maybe I'll do like the black and then we can add some green. Also, if anyone has good Maxis Match male hair creators, I would love to download some more CC for that. Maybe this one where it's pulled back a little bit. And then I wonder if we could find like a blue-green hat put on him. Maybe just this. That kind of looks like Plankton. Okay, wait, I'm not mad at this beanie. I feel like the bucket hat's a little too like modern for him. And I don't really like the baseball hat either. Let's do the like teal beanie. And this is really like Plankton colored. So let's do that. It looks like a little skater. And then we'll try to find like a teal-ish shirt. Like this is the color I'm thinking of. And it actually kind of fits with this like skatery aesthetic we have going on. But I also don't think that is Plankton's vibe. Maybe we'll have him in this. I see Plankton more as like trying businessman. Let's take the hat off. I think we can't do the hat. But maybe we'll put it as our party wear and we can do like skater Plankton over there. And then if we could find the same color of pants, that would be amazing. But I'm not crazy hopeful. Oh, wait, we do. And it kind of just looks like a not super well put together suit. Let's do that for him. And then I think we just do some black shoes because I don't think we're getting shoes to match this entire outfit. Maybe just like these boots. And so that will be our daily look for Sheldon, for Plankton. Okay, and then we'll go through to his party look. I don't know why it's putting them all in such terrible fits. We're keeping the hat, but let's change the hair. Maybe just we'll do this like coming out of it. And these two little strands can be like antenna, I guess. And then let's get our skater shirt on there. Maybe this is like weekend Plankton. So maybe then we just put him in like a similarly colored jean. And we can stick with black shoes. I feel like that's going to flow the best probably. Let's just do some black and white sneakers and then put some socks on him. And you know what? He's looking pretty cool right now. Let's paint his nails. Okay, honestly, we went a little rogue with this one, but here is our Plankton inspired skater boy in The Sims. Super weird, super not what I think he would wear, but it's okay because we went pretty like literal here. And then last but not least, we are going to make Larry the Lobster. And I just want to make Larry the Lobster like stereotypical hot guy. You know what? I could kind of see him with like a flow, honestly. And then a red shirt, I'm going right down to where I know my muscle tees are. Oh yeah, and we're totally doing that. And I want to say we have matching like workout pants. Okay, incredible. He is so lobster right now. He actually kind of looks like Shrimpo from my Dandy's World build, which is really funny. Although you know what? Larry wears those blue shorts. So never mind, I guess. Let's put him in like these, but then we'll do red shoes and tennis shoes for sure here. We'll throw on the Nike socks, and then that will be our first sim for Larry the Lobster. And then for party wear, again, I like the longer hair. Maybe just like this time. And then for a red shirt, the sim is like Jack. I do think I want to go like tank top. I would guess Larry wants to keep as little up top as possible. Let's maybe put him in this tank top and ideally find some like blue athletic-y shorts. Yeah, like that. He's pretty basic, but I also think like this is what he would wear. We can throw on a different pair of red shoes, and then that will be our party outfit for Larry the Lobster. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to leave a like or a comment and subscribe for more videos like these. And comment if you want me to attempt making Bikini Bottom, different homes, the Krusty Krab. It's something I've been thinking about, but it also sounds really hard. So I want to know what other people think. And again, thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.